Say hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a good morning. It is 40. We woke up to 44-degree weather.
Oh, actually 42.
Oh, 42-degree weather. What are you doing today, husband?
Today?
Yes.
Today I'm continuing with the electrical to the old garage.
Good.
I may burn a little bit later on this afternoon. And also I have some work to do here on the door.
On the door.
To work on the lock and to the lock to the mudroom, screen door to the mudroom, and to also work on the screen and put up some hangers for some decorations.
Yay! We actually are decorating for the fall and Thanksgiving. That's going to be 2 months of decorations here.
Tomorrow, back to Ontonagon.
Yeah, back to Ontonagon for more harvesting. I'm pretty sure this is going to be almost the end of our harvest season because of the very cold weather that's rolling in. It's going to be an early winter this year, so yeah, let's hope. There's one of my decorations out there. But anyways, it's going to be an early winter. Kind of chilly. Going to have to pull out the duvet. Yeah, man. So
a lot of work tomorrow.
A lot of work, yep.
Have to do some business in town, and then back to the homestead to start finishing the harvest there.
Yes.
And our last couple of items there.
Yep. So, so this is what I got in here. I think I'll leave it off. Get it nice and thick.
Is it heating up?
Yeah, it's heating up pretty quick. I just don't want to burn it. Turn it down a little bit. Like this, and that's what we're canning today. And so, we're just waiting for a rapid boil. We have 7 quarts right there. And I believe we have one more left over here that I'll do after this is done. And that'll do it for today. More later. And so it says to water bathe. So it says to water bathe the marinara for 40 minutes, and I do 45, an extra 5 minutes because I'm on a higher elevation. I'm around 1,600 feet. So that's an extra 5 minutes of water bathing or pressure canning. So I'm just water bathing this, and I suggest to put lemon or a citric acid in there. Why? This has silicone in it. I suggest highly don't use that. Silicone can create all kinds of baloney havoc in your system. So I am doing this. I'm part of a group. It's called Canning Outside the Lines, and it's tried and true, and it's old school. They have incorporated from their ancestors what worked and what didn't work, and I'm going to go with it. I think I could believe them more than I could believe anybody else. So I don't need a citric acid for my tomatoes, so I'm actually water bathing them without citric acid. So, but I'm going to go 45 minutes once it hits rapid boil, and then we'll see what happens with that. Right now, my main objectives is to have a successful sealing ending. Hopefully every single one of them pops. If that's the case, that's great. I have one more jar to put in there. I don't want to save it. I want to put it on my shelf because we already had some of that for dinner this week. So that's going to go on the shelf. And more tomatoes to do. I'm looking at another 10 pints of salsa or stewed tomatoes or whatever. And then I have to go harvest tomorrow, and that'll probably give me even more tomatoes. So yeah, the more tomatoes, the better. I don't care. I'll can them. I can use tomatoes all winter long. and save a lot of money on food, because that's a base for a lot of things. So that's what I'm doing today. After I'm done, I need to go out and I need to trim up some of the bushes in the back, and we're working on a second garden. We're cutting down the weeds inside of there. We're there. That's where, excuse me. Whew, that's where my blueberries are, and they produced quite a bit of blueberries this year, as you noticed. I have a lot of blueberry jam on the shelf, and we're going to keep those in the first garden. This is the last garden that we need to weed out and get the plastic out from under there, because there is a lot of weeds on top of that, growing on top of that plastic in there. It's going to be a lot of work to get it out and get it rototilled. And after that, I'm hoping to find some manure, perhaps this new contact for my hay, which I've got a new contact for hay. He's only like 19 minutes away. And I think I told you about that before. But anyways, yeah, he's got some really good hay. My goats really got stuffed last night eating it. I think they ate a little bit too much of it. You can see the difference between good hay and bad hay. This stuff is really good. So, and I also said I would put fillers out for him, so I'm going to advertise for him on some of the websites with his phone number and some of the pictures from my goats eating this wonderful hay. But maybe he can give me some, maybe he has some manure for me that I can use for my garden for this winter. But everything in the homestead, it's about networking, bartering, and whatever else you can do. But right now we are filling our shelves up for the winter, and perhaps for the next couple years. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But more later. I only have one more quart to do after this, and I'm looking at, yeah, more tomatoes. But in a couple of days will probably be more salsa, because we eat a lot of salsa. Okay, more later when the first batch is done, and I'll show you it. Okay, bye. And that's a wrap. Ciao.